What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Soulback Sports Podcast, and we're so back with another episode. Today, we have a special guest on today to just talk about some Chicago Bears football. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, my name is Claus. I run the Claus Up, Bear Down social media accounts and YouTube, all focused on Bears football for the most part and some game day tailgating type content. So I'm just excited about talking about Bears with you guys and, positive vibes only here going forward with the Bears. And it's a very fun time to make content for the Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah, very much so. It makes it so much more worth it when we're seeing the W's in the column, you know what I mean? So, but before we get into all our Bears content, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow the links down below for Claus down below as well. Obviously, my brother who does YouTube as well, feel free to subscribe to his channel as well. Let's talk about some news that we got today because we've been kind of missing these two for quite some time now. Jaylon Johnson and Kyler Gordon. Ben Johnson making it seem like they're both going to be back by December. What are some of your initial thoughts? Claus, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. Yeah, I think it's awesome that Jalen's going to be back. He's our best player. Regardless of how great Caleb is playing so far and how far his ceiling is, Caleb will be the guy going forward. But right now, it's Jaylon Johnson. So to have that stud back we've been missing all year and to get him on defense to solidify the outside for us and make sure that he could follow number one the whole time is going to be paying huge dividends for the defense right away. And then Kyler Gordon, CJ Gardner-Johnson has been a huge boost for the team to be in that spot. And I am interested to see what they end up doing with CJ, because between Kyler, CJ, Jaylon, and Tyreek, those are your best four, corners, but really two of them play the same position. Mm-hmm. So how does Kyler Gordon and CJ fit into the same defense, right? And can Kyler Gordon stay healthy enough to be a part of the team in the long run? Right. I know he just got a big contract, but he needs to stay healthy. And then can they move him to the outside so that CJ can stay inside at the nickel position? So it's going to be it's a good problem to have them all back, right? This is positive to figure it out, but you want to have all four of those studs on at the same time, and getting Jalen back is only going to be huge for the team.
Yeah. I mean, you nailed it right on the spot, because it's one thing because we, for quite some time, have been missing. The secondary has been a huge problem throughout the entire season. And, with the amount of times, teams would just go crazy on the passing game. But yeah, having that as our problem is, it's a good problem to have for sure. But, CJ Gardner-Johnson, I think it's going to be interesting because, he was brought in because of his experience with working with Dennis Allen as well. So I think it's going to be interesting. And Nahshon Wright, he's been serviceable to say the least. He's not the most ideal player to have when it comes to our corner, but it's he's a good depth piece per se. But I think let's go with you actually, because what are your thoughts on Jaylon and Kyler Gordon and their potential return in December?
Yeah, I mean, when we got the news after week 2, that's when Jaylon Johnson got injured against the Lions.
Yeah,
I saw that they said that he will come back if the Bears are competing for playoffs. And as soon as I knew they were 6-3, or had a good record, I knew Jaylon Johnson was going to come back. So it was only a matter of time. I've been telling you so. I've been telling you Jaylon will be back if we're competing. He's a competitor. He'll be back. So I mean, he changes everything. He eliminates half the field. Not saying he's like Patrick Surtain or anything, but he is a top 5 corner in my opinion when he's playing, when he's healthy. So he definitely makes it a lot easier because, I mean, look, I think our defense is getting better when it comes to the front 4 or the front 5. Actually, front 4. But it's still not at the point where, it's getting pressure immediately. So we do need a corner to guard the best guy on the other opposing team. So I'm excited for Jaylon Johnson to come back. Kyler Gordon's been a tricky one because he's been injured throughout the year. I think he's very, very talented, but I was always happy with that CJ Gardner-Johnson signing. I immediately told you, man, that he's going to make a difference. He's a difference maker. He's a Super Bowl champion. I've always liked CJ Gardner-Johnson. I think he brings a lot of moxie and a lot of fire to the team. He's already had 3 sacks. I mean, as a corner, that's crazy. And he's already made a lot of plays for our defense. Got that fumble on Jackson Dart that really changed the whole game. So yeah, like I agree with you, Claus. Like I do agree that it's a really good problem to have when you have a lot of good options when it comes to our secondary. I definitely think that when Jalen comes back, I think he'll come back maybe like, if I had to guess, he'll probably come back like week 14, week 15. So if the Bears can be serviceable without him, that would be great because then you can ease Jalen Johnson back into this defense, which really needs him. So yeah, I'm excited. I think this team could be really good. It could be really special with this addition of Jalen Johnson and obviously Kyler Gordon. I'm a little concerned about Kyler because he's, like I thought he's like very injury prone. Like I hope this is just like this year and the next year he's back to me healthy. But a little concerned. We did give him an extension, but again, when he's healthy, he makes his impact on the defense. So excited to see what the defense can do, man.
Yeah, like especially with the news of like Asante Samuel being available. That ship has sailed as soon as he went to the Steelers, and I think that was probably not. That's definitely not one of the reasons because he actually decided to go to the Steelers before making his visit to Chicago, if I remember correctly. But I think it's going to be very much needed. And I don't think that I don't disagree with what you have to say when it comes to, he's very much needed. Like he is definitely much needed. It's just that easing him into the gauntlet of a schedule that we have is going to be a little bit tricky because now that we have the hard part of our schedule, I think maybe the easiest one, quote unquote, you can make the argument that it is the Cleveland Browns, or you can maybe even say the Vikings. But like at the same time, it's still a division opponent, it's still tough. But it's going to be very much needed, and I'm really looking forward to having a solid secondary. I'll be absolutely real, especially when it comes to the fact that they keep getting turnovers. The turnover margin is still insane with the Chicago Bears with all these injuries. Like that just shows you how good like Dennis Allen's defense is and how the defense is still bought in, even though it's not perfect whatsoever. So let's move on to the next thing, and let's talk about the Giants game that happened last Sunday. Claus, I know you were at the game. I saw your vlog as well. Great work as usual.
Thank you.
And just talk about your experience, man, because especially seeing that game live with the atmosphere, and the being down 20-10 and seeing the crowd, kind of waver. Was the crowd wavering a bit, or was it like, oh, Caleb time?
Yeah. Well, I will say this: it was really cold. I don't know how it looked on TV or what they were saying. I know it said it was 33 degrees or 35 degrees. It did not feel like that in stadium. It felt a lot colder, and that wind was swirling from the minute we got out there, and the snow started right away once the game got going, and it was very, very cold. So the crowd was like, I would say, like everyone was really excited going in, but you could feel like everyone's pretty cold. It's a little quiet, but as the game started, it felt good as it got going. And then when they got down big, and Jackson Dart looked great, to be fair, right? Like he looked as promised to me, and I thought that he was running the ball really well, and he looked very slippery. And it was the crowd. They did lose the crowd for a while, and it kind of just felt like this is a Bears game. Like, of course, this is going to happen to the Bears. It just is what they do. They have a couple great weeks, and then they find a way to lose a game that they maybe are supposed to win. It's at home, and it just felt like the same thing. It's kind of the same story. And then Caleb Williams happened, and once they got the turnover deep, and then Caleb was able to get that touchdown to Rome, the stadium, you could feel it and you go, they're going to win. Like Caleb is going to win this game. And that energy shifted really fast. And after that turnover, the stadium was back and it was very loud in there going forward. And it was a really fun atmosphere. And like watching Caleb perform in the third quarter in person is a really amazing experience because now it feels normal, but it still is a very fun thing to see. But we expect him to go ahead and do this now. And as it's happening, the fan base, you could feel it in the stadium going, he's going to pull this off again. Like this is it. We've watched it a couple times this year. It's going to happen again. And now I feel like it really solidifies him as one of the premier quarterbacks in the fourth quarter who's down and needs to win a game. Right? When you need a guy to win a game, it's going to be I love that it's Caleb. I would prefer them to be winning games by 40 points and them not to be have the heroics in the fourth quarter. Caleb, if we could figure that stuff out. But you go back and watch kind of what the quarterback gurus are doing. I watch Tim Jenkins all the time to kind of figure out like, what are you seeing? Right. Because I'm seeing wide receivers drop the ball everywhere. And that's exactly what everyone else saw. He was having great reads. He was so slippery. And it feels like JT Barrett's not being talked about enough as his quarterback coach. But I think he's really a big unsung hero in all this because he was slippery in college too. So how he is able to, Caleb is learning the proper way, the NFL way of being dynamic back there and being elusive. And the way he was able to implement that spin move, that backside spin that he's started to do regularly now, it's going to be very difficult for teams to get him on the ground when they want to. And I think it's one of his biggest improvements of the year. We know that he is going to be a guy who can get to the outside and make things happen. But to see him do it regularly and they're not getting to him, right? They're getting their hands on him, but they're not bringing him to the ground. Like this is a repeatable thing that he can do over and over and over again, right? The offensive line could hold up well enough that they could figure this stuff out. So I love what Caleb is doing. I have so much excitement and, positive vibes towards him. And the other thing too is I absolutely love the Iceman nickname, and I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to stick with the Iceman the whole time. But I love this new nickname, and I think it is a sick nickname for Caleb Williams, especially because as the snow's coming down and already know that he can pull these off in the fourth quarter, and then you have the bear weather going already that we talk about, and that he's the quarterback able to get it done. The Iceman is a perfect moniker for Caleb Williams.
Oh yeah. Especially I really wish last year, I mean, obviously last year had to happen in order to fire Eberflus and get Ben Johnson. But we saw a lot of that last year where he was extremely clutch at the end of games, especially you remember the Vikings game, the Packers game. You can make the argument even at the end of that Lions game where
100%.
What was the other one? And even the last Packers game where he was clutch as well.
And Washington.
Yeah, game-winning drive. I will never forgive. Oh my gosh, I'll never forgive the defense for that game. Oh my gosh. But at the end of the day, we've seen Caleb Williams constantly put the team on his back when the lights are the brightest. And we are seeing the true feeling of what it feels like to, actually win these games. And the fact that we're able to see the product on the field and it result to wins is amazing as well. And another thing too that you mentioned about the elusiveness, Caleb's always been elusive. And if you go back to taking a look at his USC highlights, the amount of times this dude would make defenders and edge rushers silly is the reason why he went number 1 overall and was seen as a generational prospect coming out of USC. And that's something that, I'm I get it. It's a close games. But these are the type of games, the grimy, gritty games that you come back in is what builds team culture. And while yes, we would prefer not to have a heart attack every single game. Me personally, I don't know how, every game feels like I'm losing years off my life at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But at the end of the day, it's I mean, the wins like that, like, will come when it comes to more comfortability, and I still think that Caleb is still like trying to learn from this offense still, and everything is still a work in progress. We forget that this is technically his rookie season in a sense where, he's learning a completely new offense, new system, and he's doing a pretty good job in that as well. But Ankit, let's go with you because
Yeah.
you had a lot of things to say during the game, and rightfully so, because the Bears were not playing like their best brand of football for the first 3 quarters, which completely fair, but they ended up finding a way to pull it out. What are your thoughts during the game? What was going through your mind? Talk us through it.
All right, so I think the biggest issue, like I like Caleb. I think he's great, and I think he's gonna be really good for this team. But the biggest issue I feel like for him is still accuracy. Obviously, not last game. The receivers did drop the ball. So, but I mean, we're still seeing him like miss like the easy throws, which I would just like him to clean up. But honestly, he was built for the moment, man. He was built for the moment. He put the team on his back and was Superman, and that's all you could ask for, and that's why you draft him number 1 overall, right? You don't draft him just to be a regular quarterback. You draft him to be the franchise guy to win you, save you games. When everything is not going well, you want him to go save you the game. And yes, I do agree. Like last year, like he was pretty clutch for us last year. I mean, the team just sometimes, the team just did not allow him to win. Like there's so many factors that happen, but I think honestly his development has gone well with Ben. I think, like, honestly, I think it's gone a lot better. Honestly, after week 2, I thought like it's gonna be very hard. Like people were saying Bayesian time. I don't know why, but people were saying that. So to see him grow week after week has been really good, and it's all we can ask for as Bears fans. But yeah, I mean the biggest issues that it wasn't really the offense I had an issue with, is the defense. Like it just like. I don't know. I think Deshaun Wright's just so bad, bro. Like I think he's so unplayable. Like he gets cooked every play. Like I was just mentioning, I always like messaged about that because like it just pisses me off, dude. Like he gets cooked against like no-name receivers. Like I know Darius Slayton's decent, but like how are you getting cooked by him every time? Like I think Tyree Stevenson's not been playing well either. Like the last 2 weeks, like since he's come back from his shoulder, he's not playing well either. But I think he will pick it up, because he's shown like he can play. But I have an issue with the secondary, obviously, but I know we're talking about Caleb, but that was why I was messaging you about the game. It's not really about the offense. That game is really about the defense. And I mean, look, I think DeAndre Swift, I know he's like a running back, but he's known for being a receiving back. He needs to catch balls. Like I saw his numbers. He has 8 drop passes this year. Like that cannot be happening. And you're getting dump off. You have to like catch those balls, because those can be difference makers, and those are drive killers. I remember he dropped like 2 on 4th down. Like that was a drive killer for us.
Yeah, but it was just like it is tough though when the weather is also a factor. I agree. Like
but we're in Chicago. But there's a thing. But the thing is, yes, that's a factor. But we're in Chicago. That's our home field. Like we're built to play in these cold weathers. Like to be a Chicago Bear, you have to.
I'm just saying, like I understand like being built to it, but like they're not like DeAndre Swift's from Georgia, right? Like so like is he built to catch the ball? They don't know how to catch. Like they're not built for it yet, and they're going to have to figure it out. As a kid, not built for the cold weather. Like it's not fun out there. I'm telling you, it's not fun. Like it's cold out there in the game, and it's sitting in the game. I have people like I'm anti-bear weather. Put them in a dome. See what this team, a damn dome. Okay. People want to keep harping on this bear weather stuff. It maybe worked this week, but it was against the Bears as well, because they keep dropping the ball. But I want to talk about the defense real quick, because the defense is hurt. Like Deshaun Wright's not supposed to be on the field, right? You have your 2 of your best corners are out. Tyreek Stevenson's really a 2. He's not a number 1. So you're putting him at number 1, and then you got a backup who's supposed to be borderline practice squad is out there. And then the 5th round draft pick that is just not nowhere to be seen. He's on his personal leave for the entire season. So I think that those are excuses. It's legitimate things. Like they're trying to make do with what they have. I don't even think this is near what Dennis Allen's defense wants to be yet. I agree with
you. Like I think that it's like I'm not saying that Deshaun Wright's supposed to be a starter, like all that. I'm just saying that I get it. Injuries are part of the game. Like it is part of the game, but I thought Tyreek Stevenson the last 2 weeks, like I was fine with like the Bengals because like they have an elite offense. Like scoring 40 is like that's their norm. Like yeah, they do it against good defenses too. So I had no problem with like them scoring 41. It's like it is what it is. They're a really good offense. You're going against Jamar Chase. You're going to get cooked. Like good corners get cooked by Jamar Chase. My only problem is that like we see flashes of Deshaun Wright play good. It didn't, and then against Darius Slayton, he just sucks. I don't know. There's something with Deshaun Wright. Hopefully that's why I want Jalen and Kyle to come back because I think that when they come back, the defense will get a lot better. Is Deshaun Wright like good enough to play like as a death piece? Yeah, I think he's good enough to be a death piece. But to ask him to play starter, like I agree with you. Like he shouldn't be a starter on the team. And I get it. They're making what they can, but I don't know. I'm just calling it out because he has been not playing good this season. Yes, he has interceptions, but when it comes to covering the receivers, they're always open against him. So that's just the observation I made at the game. Like you said about DeAndre Swift, I'm not saying like he should catch every ball. Like everyone's human, you're gonna drop some, but like on key fourth downs, like we need them, man. Like we need these, and they're right in his hand. And like I get it, it's cold. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. Like, but I'm not going to the NFL. So, and he's getting paid like millions of dollars. So like, I kind of want my running back to catch the ball, and he's known for being a receiving back. That's why.
Yeah.
That's
why. I'm with you. I'm not trying to get. I'm just saying like I think that the bear weather stuff is overplayed because the Bears have historically lost in the weather. So I don't think that like. Yeah. You build a team based on the best team you could build and not the team that could play the best in the cold, And I thought an interesting part I heard on the radio today is that the Bears only have one more indoor game left. That's the next one. And the rest of them are outside. And Ben Johnson has only really coached in domes to close out a season. So how does that affect his coaching going forward? Now, what my criticism of him in the beginning is why are they not running the ball to start the game? I was shocked. Everyone around me was shocked. Like, why are they throwing the ball so much in this weather? So I think that being built for the weather or figuring out, I think the game plan could have been a little bit different. I trust Ben Johnson fully. And maybe they thought that everyone to just load the box and then to throw the ball to be able to have more opening and more space. But I'm interested to see where the team development goes over the seasons, right? Not just this year, but the seasons, because I don't think that Ben Johnson has his running back yet. I don't think that either of them are fast. Like he wants Jahmyr Gibbs, is my guess, with a speedster, and then Magunga can be the power back. He could be the Montgomery type piece. I don't think that Swift fits the role of who they need at running back for the offense yet. So how they use him going forward is going to be really interesting. But I'm with you. The drops are out of control. Just plain and simple. I mean, 8 drops for the team that led the NFL this year so far is absolutely insane. And I was talking about Tim Jenkins. He went after Zaccheaus, and he's like, he should be benched, and he should be benched because Luther Burden III might be the number 1 receiver on the damn team.
Yeah, because Luther Burden, I don't know if you saw the stat or not, but like every time Caleb targets him, he has a perfect passer rating. Like he is one of the more efficient receivers when he gets the ball, and he has like a very insane explosive rate when it comes to making big plays with his catching abilities, and that's why you drafted him where he kind of fell for some reason. I really hope we get to see Luther Burden more. We get more targets specifically because that flea flicker at that my brother and I were at that game, and that was like the only game this year besides the Saints. We were also at the Saints game too. Like those are the 2 games that we went to where we absolutely it was more than just a 1-score game. Those are the only 2 games. But at the same time, like that Cowboys game was definitely my favorite one of them all because of the fact that we were targeting Luther Burden more. And we saw so many explosive plays, and the Bears currently are top 5 when it comes to explosive plays. So
top number 1.
Oh, number one now. Oh
Yes.
shoot.
Yep. Most explosive offense. They have like 10 more explosive plays than Buffalo.
Oh, that's.
I think that we got to use
Hmm.
DJ more and more, man. Like we have to use him more.
I
Like the
mean-
fact that he has 400 yards is just it actually like pisses me off, man. Like how's a guy that had 1,300 yards 2 years ago and then he had a decent season last year, like 960. Caleb Williams rookie. Okay, I get it, but how is he like? This is crazy, man. Like they
I
have to
mean-
feature him. He's the number one still on the team, man. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like Rome keeps dropping the ball. Whenever DJ gets the ball, he makes a play. You have to get him involved, man, in the offense. I don't
He'd
understand
have
why.
more yards if he made more plays.
Yeah.
But he's a really good player. I don't understand it. Rome, he gets open, but he drops it some of the times.
But
I
that's
like
how
Rome.
why you drafted him in the first place.
No,
You had to
Rome-
get those reps in.
Okay, then trade DJ. I don't know why we're not trading him. Then. Like,
Yes,
we should
trade him.
trade him then.
Yeah,
Trade him.
probably
Trade him then.
will.
Like,
Yeah.
but I don't understand why we should trade him because I think he's really good. It's really good to have two really good wide receivers. Luther Burden
But
is
you have
still
Luther Burden
developing.
for a reason.
Bro, I
Mhm.
don't think Luther Burden right now is ready to be the number 2 on this team, man. I
But
don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no. Like the thing is, no. I think. Listen,
I think we're disrespecting
DJ
DJ
Moore.
a lot more.
DJ Moore was. Before we get into the next part of the segment, like I think DJ Moore, like from the whole holistic point of view of developing and creating a team, I think that DJ Moore is just the wide receiver that kind of passes on the torch to who they've just drafted, which is Rome and now Luther Burden. Luther Burden and Rome are the future for the Chicago Bears. Obviously, DJ is a lot older now.
I
And
disagree, man. He can still make plays, man. He's
But, like-
28. Like he's not. You're acting like he's like 32 or something. Like he's
No, I
still
get-
a wonderful playmaker on this team, man. And the fact that we just don't use him is just that's sometimes agonizes me. I feel like
But
Caleb
what-
doesn't look for him. That's
What do
that's
you
the
want?
thing
What do you want them? How do you want them to use them differently?
like make some plays for DJ. Like he's very good right like after yards after catch. He's one of the best in the league at yards after catch. That's one of his specialties. He still makes a lot of separation and he's very good after contact. Like we've seen it where he breaks a tackle and makes yards. Like that's what he's really good at.
Yeah, but wouldn't he have more yards if he was doing that more consistently? Wouldn't he have more yards as it is with the touches he's getting?
He's not. The thing is, we're not looking for him. We're getting more. Like there's more targets. I've seen the stat. Like there's Olamide Zaccheaus has so many more targets for some reason. What's his name? Cole. Also, another guy we need to use is Cole Kmet. Like we have to use him or we need to trade him because I like Colson Loveland. We got to use Cole Kmet too, man.
Hold on a second. He's being
No,
used.
Oh,
Yes, he
no,
is.
come
He's a
on.
blocking tight end. That's what he
Yeah.
is. He
Kmet-
drops the ball too. Well,
Kmet-
he has Kmet. Luther
Kmet
Burden-
had
hold on,
700
hold on.
yards
No,
before.
Loveland. When? It's Loveland. The team is going younger, dude. These are not Ben Johnson guys. DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet, Chicago kid, love him, man. On that part, like I would support him forever, being a Chicago kid. But these aren't Ben Johnson guys. Loveland's a Ben Johnson guy. Luther Burden III is a Ben Johnson guy. Luther Burden III is going to mess around and become the number one wide receiver on this team, and he's going to pass ball because the difference is that he gets the ball in space and then he makes dudes miss, and it's obvious every time. Every single time, and he doesn't drop the ball, and neither does Loveland. Those two guys, it's like their catch radius is forever, and whenever the ball is in them, they just make the most opportunities. But they're Ben Johnson guys. Everyone else is learning along with them, but those guys are drafted to be Ben Johnson's guys. So
Mhm.
like older cats that have been on this team, they ain't gonna make it. This team's gonna pass them by. Now, what I will say is that Cole is playing his role perfectly because on the Caleb touchdown run, he was right there making a key block down the field, but like they haven't been using the tight ends. And that was why I was surprised at first why they picked a tight end, because Caleb in general doesn't look for tight ends. And
Mhm.
Caleb and DJ don't have that great of a relationship. But if that's the truth, then they need to find someone who he does have a good relationship with. And that is Rome, and that is Luther, and it's starting to become Loveland. But those three guys and Caleb on the offense and Darnell Wright, those couple of cats, that's the core of the offense going forward.
No,
I
I agree with you. Homegrown talent, like obviously, is very important for the franchise. I completely agree with you, but I can't be convinced that like right now that that Roma Dunze and Luther Burden are better than DJ. Like, I don't think so. I don't think they're better than DJ right now. DJ is he's a proven commodity in this league. He makes plays whenever he gets the ball. He makes plays. in the league. I still
first
think
down
we need
this
to target him
weekend, too.
more. That's what. And the
He
fact
dropped
that
this weekend too, didn't he?
yeah, he
Right in his
okay,
hands.
no, first, okay, that touchdown, like it's kind of hard. Like that one's a hard one. Like the ball was like, even if he caught it, he would have been out of bounds. Like that's the thing. I know what the play you're talking about, where like Caleb on fourth down, like evades a tackle and then throws it all the way to the end zone. That's a hard catch, man. Like even
Did
if he caught it, he
or
would
did
have
he
been out of
catch
bounds.
it? But he didn't catch it. He didn't.
He didn't catch it. He didn't catch it, but it wasn't placed perfectly, in my opinion, bro. I
It hit him in his hands. So on one side you're telling me that DeAndre Swift should be catching balls that hit in the fourth down, and then when it hits DJ Moore's hands, who you think is the true number one wide receiver on this team, and he drops it, it's Caleb's fault.
The ball was thrown where he couldn't, even if he caught it, he couldn't been in bounds either way. Either way.
Hands.
Yeah,
the
like
ball was here, dude. Like
I mean, either
I saw
way,
it live.
I saw
couldn't catch
it.
it.
I mean, I was
he
there.
was at the game.
It was in the end zone.
Yeah, I saw it on the
Southwest
TV.
End zone. All right,
saw
that's
the
fair.
TV.
But I mean, it's like they all had a couple of drop skis, right? We could just say the team was having a couple drops going
A
on.
bad game.
A bad game. But I just think that I don't believe that DJ is in the long-term plans of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah. I also have to agree with that as well.
I think the DJ more respect, man. This Bears fan base, man. Like
I mean, listen.
We loved him when he was here, man. We loved him when he was here. He had 1,300 yards in a year. He had a great connection
because he was the
and
sole
last year he was
receiver.
building- And then he was,
Who was
and
the
then he was
quarterback?
a different quarterback, obviously. But and then last year he was still the number one. Last year he
Right,
made
but-
plays for us. And then you're like, when there's so much more
He's
talent,
number one
like,
in
we're still
Shane Waldron's offense, not
Yeah.
Ben Johnson's offense.
yeah. And going into this year, we all believe that DJ Moore was wide receiver one. No one thought that Rome was wide receiver one. No one
That's
thought
not true.
that.
I don't think that's true. I think a lot of people are calling for Rome to
I
be
feel
number-
like both of the it wasn't like a
Come on,
majority.
we did an episode on this. We both said that DJ Moore was a wide receiver one, man.
No, we
hey,
said
look-
that Rome was definitely going to be taking the mantle for
No,
sure.
I don't disagree with you guys. I think DJ and so I think Rome and Luther are the future. I agree. But for this season, man, let's use DJ also, man. That's all I'm saying. He's a great
then
weapon
it's
we should use, man. That's all I'm
guess
saying.
that's
We should
fair.
use him. I agree
Yeah.
with you guys. I think you guys are making good points, but I think that DJ should be utilized more. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I
I think this
mean-
team has so much weapons, man. All these players should get touches, man. I know it's impossible to feed everybody every game. I completely understand with you, but DJ Moore, he's a special talent, man. And I feel like we should use him, man. There's a reason why we traded for that guy, bro. He's a difference maker, man.
We'll see. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, Ben Johnson's going to call for plays, and especially if whoever Caleb is comfortable throwing to that's how it's just going to go. It's that's just, you can't just force feed how the Bengals are doing with Jamar Chase, because Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are the only two.
I mean,
versus Andre Yosivas.
They're gonna force feed Loveland.
Yeah, that's also true.
Loveland, and they're gonna force feed Luther. It's
need
gonna
Loveland.
happen. Luther is a lot closer to Jamar Chase than anyone else on the team is.
what?
Hold on. Yeah, he has it. You talk about getting targets and touches. Who's not getting targets? and touches? It's not crazy.
Luther,
How is it not
obviously,
crazy? He doesn't drop the ball. The ball goes near him and he catches the ball.
Okay,
He's not getting
I like
opportunities
that
to-
stat you said, but the only problem with your stat is it's skewed because he's only had a very small sample. Obviously-
my only point
Hey,
is
if I
that
throw
they're
it-
both 6 feet tall, right? And they're both going to end up being I don't know between Roma Dunze. If let's say that Roma Dunze and Luther Burton III are Higgins and one's Chase. I don't know which one's which, and I would be more pressed to be convinced that it's going to end up being Luther Burton III that's closer to Chase, and that Roma's going to be closer to Higgins. Now, I love Rome.
Yeah.
I love them both, right? But
Mhm.
I'm just kind of watching what I'm seeing, and I'm looking at a guy who's not getting targeted very much, and that when he gets an opportunity, he's great off the first juke, and he does not drop the ball. And that's what it feels like when Jamar Chase gets targeted. Now,
Jamar Chase is an elite route runner too, though. He's an elite route runner.
he's like in year 7.
Yeah,
true.
but Jamar Chase, even when he came to the league, was really good at route running.
Yeah, I'm not saying-
Jefferson.
Yeah, but they're he was projected to be the number 1 wide receiver drafted before his junior year. That was the going into that season. He was supposed to be the guy, and he kind of whatever had an off year. They had some attitude issues. Whatever the reason is, he fell, but he fell. And the Bears took care of it. Now, I'm not. Listen, make this clear. I'm not calling him Jamar Chase. My only point is, I think that he's the guy who could be closest to that guy at some point. I think that Rome just has a different skill set. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah.
Right? That makes sense. And I think that I was interested to see, because I start feeling that comp a little bit, right? Obviously, I would take Jamar Chase over Luther Bird III.
Yeah.
Not crazy, okay? But they're both 6 feet tall, right? So it's not as crazy as people think, And so I think it's just going to be interesting to see how it goes. And I think the DJ Moore discussion, the Cole Kmet discussion, is one that isn't remotely close to being over. But I just feel like the younger guys are the ones who are going to be able to get the ball more.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, if you're spending high level capital to get your tight end for the future, I love Cole Kmet, dude. At the end of the day, Cole Kmet, like you said, hometown kid, comes to the Chicago Bears, hometown team. I completely understand that he has a great skill set as well, but I think Cole understands his role right now on the team, and that is to be a future mentor, essentially a mentor right now. Because right now, he's in year 5 at this point, or year 6 or something like that, on the Bears. No, 5. Yeah, 5. And he, understands that, listen, there's a lot of weapons on this team, and now it's a year where, he needs to prove himself and kind of make an impact towards winning. Because at this stage of his career, Cole has seen a lot of losing, and a lot of that takes a toll on it. And I think at this point, especially after he got paid, and with the amount of tight ends that they've had, they have also Durham Smythe, who's also a blocking tight end. So that only helps your quarterback. At the end of the day, the goal of this team is to find ways to help Caleb Williams grow, and for this offense to be elite for long term. And how can this offense be elite for long term? If you grow the talent from within that you drafted, the homegrown talent. And how can you do that? By leaning on your veterans that have been on this team. Cole Kmet, Durham Smythe, for Caleb Williams, Case Keenum. They did a really good job in bringing in the veterans. If you're talking about wide receivers, DJ Moore has been in the league for what now, 7 years, 8 years now, so he's going to be targeted as much as possible. But at the end of the day, he's just going to be another weapon for us to eventually help develop the wide receiver core for the future. And you both make good points, and I think
Okay, if that's the case, then why do we give DJ Moore that extension?
Because at the time he had a career year.
Yeah, but he's a franchise guy, though. He's the franchise receiver.
He was a franchise guy before they got Rome. Before they got Luther.
They had Rome. They had Rome on the roster when they got the franchise.
Was it last season?
Yeah, it was last season during Hard Knocks. He got it. He was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah, but that offense was run by Shane Waldron. This is Ben Johnson's show. Ben Johnson is the GM. Ben Johnson is the head coach, and Ben Johnson is the most important man in Chicago. With Caleb right behind it. But the Caleb's only going as far as Ben Johnson can figure this offense out and take him. But I believe and trust Ben Johnson to do whatever the hell he wants with the team. And so what he's telling,
Ben knows more than me.
He's telling us, the plays are telling it. They're showing it right now. They're telling you what they think of guys based on the targets they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they think. They think that DJ Moore isn't who Rome is. And I think they're making the rookies figure this stuff out and earn their trust. And Zacchaeus is losing his spot every day. Zacchaeus is going down on that depth chart. And Luther Bird III, every time he touches the ball, it's electricity. Every time. Okay, so I just want to see him get it going. Yeah, look at Chicago Sports Podcast knowing what he's talking about here. Luther fights every inch. Luther catches every ball by him, and the rest of these guys aren't doing that. Now Zacchaeus is the one boom, get out of here. He's done. Done. Luther needs to be on the field over him. And I'm not making the case for DJ not to be off the field, but I just think that there's a lot of value in him still. And if you believe the future is between those two guys, then those are the guys who should be getting the touches.
Yeah, and I really liked the Zacchaeus signing when it first happened because we got him for like dirt cheap as well from the Commanders. And like, listen, I thought he would be like a good safety blanket for like Caleb. But that's really not turning out to be the case because no one really expected the wide receiver core to immediately start to bloom and blossom. But moving on to, specifically about Caleb before we get into the pick'ems to wrap up the show. What are your guys' thoughts on Caleb's season so far? Because we're now, what's the record now? 10 full weeks into the NFL season. On a grade scale from A to F, how would you grade his season so far? Klaus, do you want to go first?
Yeah, on a scale of A to F, I would give him a B plus. Right? I'd give him a B plus. I think that there are things that he is vastly improving. His sack rate is way down compared to last season from 10 to 4%. That is a huge accelerant. I think that his skill set is finding ways to shine through as we get rolling. And I think that he is a proven winner at this point for me. That's what I believe, and I trust him when it matters the most is the fourth quarter, which I think, to be honest, is the most important part of any elite level talented sports athlete. Okay. If you're a closer, you are going to be a legend if you can find ways to make that happen in the long run. But you think about Michael Jordan, closer, Brady, closer, right? And it's not to compare them, but it's like that's way more important than their 1 through 3rd quarters. But I would like to see Caleb do the little stuff, continue to get better at it, right? The cadence has been an issue. Everyone likes to blame Darnell Wright, but he's going off of what Caleb's counting, right? It's going off of his cadence. So he needs to do a better job of that. I would like to see him have better touch on the ball when necessary. Sometimes these fastballs where he shows off his talented arm is cool, but sometimes it's just too fast for the guys to actually catch it, which is a weird thing to say. But he's got to have a little bit more touch. So I'd like to see that happening. And in the last game, what we saw is those checkdowns and those intermediate throws, those like bread and butter plays that wasn't him being exciting. He's starting to see the field a lot better, and that's going to continue to improve as he grows with the offense and the offense grows with him. So I think a B plus is fair because he's shown a lot of greatness, but he has things to still improve upon, and he's not perfect, and he's not a top 10 quarterback yet, but I think he's flirting with that line. He is right there because I'm finding hard-pressed to find guys who I would take over him to start a franchise with right now. So B plus from the teacher.
Sounds good. How about you, Ankit?
Yeah, I like that. That was great analysis, man. I think I'm going with an A minus. I think it's not been perfect, but we're seeing growth, and it's only going to get better from here. And I agree with you, man. Fourth quarter, when it matters the most, that's where your superstars come alive. And he's been that for us, and he's done that. Even last year, he did that. Obviously, didn't go to wins, but this year, he's been really clutch when it matters the most. His fourth quarter numbers have been amazing this year. Yeah, I do agree. Like his completion percentage, I would like that to go up more. Obviously, there's receivers dropping the ball, so that might help not help his case, but he does miss the easy ones, like you said. So if he can just clean that up, the games will be a lot more easier and a lot more smoother in the first 3 quarters. So yeah, accuracy is definitely an issue for him, but I think it can definitely be improved, because the crazy thing is he makes these spectacular, like crazy plays, evading sacks. There could have been like 5 or 6 sacks last game, and he evaded all of them but one, which is great. Having one sack in the game.
I thought they didn't get a single sack on him.
No, they got one. It was like
no, it didn't, because it didn't count.
Really?
That's the funny part. Because the funny thing is, because Abdul Carter is still looking for his first like full sack in the NFL season, or like for his career. He gets it on Caleb, but it was called back due to a penalty on the defense. So that is. Like, that's why the Bears ended the game with Caleb ended the game with 0 sacks in the game, because I mean the Giants committed a penalty.
You're right. He had 0. My bad. Okay, that's even better. He did that was great. That was great that he did it in that cold weather too. Really good. So honestly, he's getting better than that because he led the league last year with 68. So that's a great improvement, like you highlighted. So yeah, if he just improves the easy throws on those, he cleans that up. I'm fine with it, man. I think he's gonna. I think he can it can only get better for him. And so yeah, I like it. I like where he's at right now. So yeah, I'll give him an A-, man.
I'm actually gonna be. Listen, I 100% agree with both of you, and I'm gonna be a little bit harsh, a tiny, just a little bit. I'm giving him a B. Like, listen, and I feel like that's a little bit fair. Just for the sole purpose of like, yes, 100%, the positives are all there. He's showing absolutely that he's improving as a quarterback. Playing in rhythm, utilizing play action well. You know, trusting his receivers. And utilizing his legs at times, which I really wish. And my brother has also mentioned as well. Like, I really do wish that he uses his legs more. We saw that a lot in the last game. Like, that's all we really ask. Like, if you see an opening and everything is covered, just go and take the easy first down. You know what I mean? Like, I completely understand the feel and need, because he is such a talented quarterback where he can make those tight window throws and put the zip on the ball that you rarely ever see a quarterback ever do. Because the fact that it was so cold in that game, and the fact that that ball was going near like Super Saiyan, like going like more than 50, like 60 miles per hour at this point, like in like with that much zip on line drive, dude, the end zone, like the fourth down play you both were talking about, like the fact that he was able to get that off and that like tight window, yes, it was a little late, but it was like precision was there. The amount of times we've seen that is crazy, but I do really want to see him, take those those gimmies a little bit more. I do really want to see him take like those like easy first down opportunities. I think that will come with time. And I do want to see like him put a complete game like he's been doing against like teams that are in the playoffs. And I get it, you got to play the teams that are in front of you. And, he's been doing good against the teams like that have relatively shaky defenses. But if we see we're going to be seeing the next couple 8 weeks now, where he's going to be going up against a lot more higher level competition, like especially Brian Flores, Detroit, the Green Bay Packers, 49ers, Steelers, like the whole 9 yards really, and even the Eagles as well. So if Caleb continues to do that, I think that B would probably go to an A at some point. But as of right now, I'm still sticking with the B. I think he's doing really good for year 2 quarterback, especially with a new head coach and a new offensive coordinator, a new staff. I think he's doing a pretty solid job. I just need to see a little bit more of the easy thing. Just take the check down sometimes. Just take like the first downs, and things will go your way as well. But yeah, I mean, let's move on to the next segment of this podcast, and it is the pick'ems. Because, oh boy, I've been kind of the one thing about the NFL this year, and Klaus, I wonder what your thoughts are, is that it's just so unpredictable. Like, I feel like I know everything and know nothing at the same time when it comes to the NFL. But yeah, tomorrow, Thursday Night Football.
That's crazy. Yeah, I agree with you. The funny thing is, like, the Bears get ridiculed for beating bad teams, but then when the Bills lose to Miami, there's no one's falling apart. It's like, oh, they just game, it's okay. But like when the Bears beat bad teams, they're just bad teams. But I'm with you. Just saying, we'll get this pick 'em. I agree with you. I'd like to see what it's like. Like, you got to beat Minnesota this week, and then like you're gonna still play Cleveland. Like, Cleveland's defense is really good. Like, they're and then you have play the Green Bay Packers twice that held Philadelphia to a low scoring game. So let's get to these pick'ems.
Yes, sir. Do you want to go first? Who do you got for Patriots Jets?
Are we just picking a straight up winner?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. What are your thoughts on that?
I'll pick the Pats.
Pats. Okay.
Yep.
How about you, Ankit?
Yeah, I got the upset here, bro. I got the Jets, man.
Yeah, it's a division game. You think the Jets will do it,
bro? Yeah, dude. I think the Patriots, like, they're good, bro. But like, I think this is gonna be an upset here. I don't think they're ready to like just be a wash on every like bad team, man. So I think I think Aaron Glenn will have something up his sleeve. I don't know. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know.
It's just a gut feeling, huh?
It has a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling.
I don't know, I'm
No
taking-
personal reasons. No personal reasons. But I got the
Yeah.
I got the Jets winning this one, man.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I would like to pick the Jets, dude, that'd be so funny if the Patriots lose to the Jets. That'd be hilarious in so many different levels. But I just can't see it. The Patriots just looked good all season so far, and their schedule is so nice. Yeah, they faced the Bills, but they face the Bills every year twice. So, like, I don't know. I really wish.
Patriots, like, who do they play
Schedule,
next
big
week?
schedule.
Who do they
Yeah,
Who do they play next week? Oh, they play the Bengals and the Giants. Oh, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
they literally
gonna
have
lose.
the-
I think they're gonna lose to one bad team, and I just have a feeling it's on Thursday Night Football. It's a weird game. Like, I feel like people are overlooking this game. Like, the fact that they're a 13-point favorite. I don't think that they're ready to be that good of a team where you can be a 13-point favorite on an NFL team. I'll be okay with that with the Chiefs or the Bills, a proven team, but the Patriots being 13-point favorites is just. It's crazy, man. So I think this is an upset. I'm going with the Jets for this one, though. Like, that's my reasoning. I just don't think the line is crazy, in my opinion.
yeah,
The line. I would pick the Jets in the line.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
To
that'd
cover.
be-
Yeah, 13.5. I mean, I'm going to pick the Patriots to win the game, but the 13.5 is a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a big line in the NFL.
Yeah. And then we got the last international game of the season in Madrid at 8:30 in the morning. Who really wants to get up and watch this game, guys? Like, who wants to watch Commanders versus Dolphins?
Not me, but if I'll be up and I'll have it on. I'm going to say I'm gonna pick a favorite again, but I think Miami. I like what they did against Buffalo. I think that's a good thing to build off of.
Yeah. I don't know, something I like that logic a lot, but it's the Dolphins. That's the thing.
Sure.
Like for some reason they'll like lock in against like who did they beat before that? It was like they beat the Falcons. They beat the Falcons, but the Falcons are another another story entirely.
A weird
but-
team.
But they beat the Bills. Like I get it's a division game, but like really, like, but I don't know. Both of these, it's like trash versus garbage. Like I don't know what to pick because both these teams. I like the Dolphins better. I'll take the Dolphins just because I do not like the Commanders anymore. So
Yeah, I'm out on Commanders big time.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I got the Commanders for this one, actually.
I like
don't
your
know.
picks, bro. I like your moxie on these. Let's keep that rolling.
The Commanders, I feel like Mariota had a pretty decent game last week, and I don't know, the Dolphins, I don't know, like I'm not really sold on Tua. I think McDaniels is going out this year. Like I think he's done.
cooked.
So, and it's also an international game. Like when it's an international game, it's like a 50-50 game. So I'm going with the Commanders on this one, but I could definitely see the Dolphins winning it. But I got the Commanders.
We got a division game, Falcons, Panthers. For some reason, AFC South games are just like either it'll be one of the most like elite games you'll ever see, or it will just be like the worst game you'll ever see in your entire life. Like it's no in between. It's just. But who do you guys got?
I'll take the Panthers in this one. I think the Falcons are trending in the wrong direction. I think they're about to have a regime change down there already after 2 years.
Mhm.
I think they've gambled and they have lost
Yeah.
gambles. And I just think that they're going the wrong direction. And I kind of just trust the way the Panthers are trending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope the Panthers lose just so that they're fighting for like that 7 seed with us. So I hope they lose.
Oh, true.
But
Mm.
I got but I got the Panthers winning, but I hope they lose because like it just makes it easier for us to fight because it'll be us and the Niners and the Panthers, I think so. For that 7.
Mhm.
So give me the Panthers to win this game.
I don't. Yeah, I'm leaning Panthers, but you know what the crazy thing is? Like the fact that the Falcons literally took edge rusher Jalen Walker, and then proceeded to trade up in the first round to get a James Pierce, I think, or was that the
Nice.
second round?
Oh, that's right. I mean, that's right. I think they traded a first round pick to give it up. They don't have their
Yeah,
first
they don't.
round year. It's a top 10 pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
they don't have their own pick. And wait, that means the Rams are a top
Yeah.
10 pick, and they're one of the best teams.
They can
Yeah,
low-key
but
get their
McVay's gonna trade that away, dude. He hates them first round picks.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude.
But it's crazy. I mean, I think it's crazy. Atlanta, they put themselves in this position for 2 young edge rushers. I wish
Right.
Bears had one of those guys, but
It's like, imagine having a first round quarterback, first round quarterback, a first round tight end, a first round wide receiver, 2 first round edge rushers, and
a
being
first
3 and
round
6.
run, yeah,
Oh, and a
running
first round
back.
running back too.
Yeah, yeah,
And being
crazy.
oh my god, dude. But yeah, I'm taking the Panthers. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's, I think this is the first one we all said the same thing. So
yeah.
Bills.
This feels like a game of the week. Sorry for cutting you off there, but this feels like a fun game.
Yeah, I really like both these teams, honestly. I love Baker a lot. Big Baker fan over here. So, who do you got, Klaus?
I'll take the Buffalo Bills.
Interesting pick. Oh, it's at home as well, too. So
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't look at I think the way I look at Miami, I kind of feel the same. I said this earlier, but I think that the Buffalo. I mean, it was a letdown game last week. I think they get right. Too damn good to have 2 terrible games in a row.
Yeah. How about you?
Buffalo.
Oh yeah, talk to me. Yeah, I got the. I like the Bills pick, but I got the Bucks winning this game because I think I don't know. I think Baker. I don't know. I like the. I think their offense is getting a little healthier now. I don't know. I think the Bills. I'm not really sold on the Bills this year, man. Like I think they've had one good game, which is against the Chiefs, but I don't know that they're not the same. I feel like their defense has not been that good this year. I mean, they shut down the Chiefs, which is really good. That was a good win, but other than that, like they let Miami run all over them. Bucky Irving might be back this week, so
wait. I heard he was probably he was practicing, but I don't think he's gonna play. He's doubtful, according to Todd Bowles.
Even then, man, I still got the Bucks, man.
Oh,
dude, I don't know.
He's on my fantasy team
man.
too.
Sneaky feeling.
Dude, the fact that Bucky Irving's been on my fantasy, oh my gosh, I'm so sad.
That sucks. Yeah, Bucky Irving, shout out Illinois. He's a Chicago kid.
Yeah, he is, and we got our own Bucky Irving and Kyle Monungai, so I'll take it. But yeah, like both these teams are coming off of bad losses to AFC East teams, actually. So, I think, the Buccaneers was more like respectable than the Bills' loss was, but I think both these teams. That's why I think you're right, Claus, because this is going to be a really fun game because both these teams have something to prove, and they're both 6-3 as well. So I'm going to be a contrarian in this one. I'm going to take the. Wait, did you say Bucks?
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm not a contrarian. Then dang it. But yeah, I'll take the Bucks. I like Baker coming back, and with Egbuka, that offense is going to be fun to watch. Hopefully, at least. But yeah, we have the AFC South. Oh God. Division game. Texans, Titans. Who do you got?
This is just a dumpster fire of a game. I'm gonna pick. Let's have fun. Let's pick the Titans to win this one. 2-8 incoming.
2-8. Cam Ward show. Let's go.
Yeah, one name I've not heard in all the media is Cam Ward, man. They got to go one of the that's crazy. He's the number 1 pick, and we haven't been talking about Cam Ward. But anyways, I got the Texans winning this one. Defense will win this game for them, man. Their defense is crazy. Their defense will win them the game. So I got Texans.
I think that's what's the saving grace for the Texans this year. The Titans, they had their one win against the Cardinals, and I remember watching that game too. And Jesus Christ, dude, that collapse was next level. That was like a monumental collapse from the Cardinals. But I listen. I think Cam Ward in general just didn't get any coverage because even when he got picked, no one talked about him, unfortunately, because he went to the Titans, dude. There's not really much to talk about in Tennessee, and it was kind of.
But I feel like if Caleb went to the Titans, dude, I feel like if Caleb went to the Titans, or Daniels went to the Titans, I feel like they would have been talked more. It's just talent in that draft class are just not that good. That's exactly. That was my point. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna take the Texans. I don't. I could be very wrong. For some reason, the Texans could blow it. I don't know, but I think that it's hard to beat that defense with Cam Ward is on pace to. I'm not sure if he's on pace to beat Caleb's sack record, but he's getting close. That's for sure. Comfortably
Yeah.
close. And they're coming off of bye week too, so we'll see what new stuff that they come up with or tricks up their
Yeah.
sleeve. The game of the week. Bears Vikings.
But yeah, Bears. I think that this line's disrespectful. I think that 55% of the people are disrespectful. You have Caleb Williams, man, and like JJ McCarthy. I hate that he's from Chicagoland area. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel right. He doesn't feel like a Chicago kid to me. He feels like he's fake. He's phony. You know, I'm so out on him. It's crazy. And I'm so in on Caleb Williams. So I'm gonna go ahead with the Bears.
Bears.
JJ McCarthy is yet to win a home game. I know it's a small sample size, but this is at home. I think in Minnesota, I got the Bears winning this one, getting a revenge after week 1. So yeah, I got the Bears winning this one. Yeah. I think defense will buckle up.
Yeah, I do. I really do pick I'll pick the Bears. Yeah, there's nothing much else to say. I just really think that, as long as we, play, I don't know how else to say it. As long as we lock down JJ McCarthy, or 9, as they like to call him, or he likes to call himself, I think we have a good shot to win. But I feel like the only way I see us we need to actually lock in this time. The first game that we played against them, we should have genuinely won. I genuinely believe that. But I feel like the key to victory in this game, and I said this in my preview as well, we have to make JJ McCarthy uncomfortable all 4 quarters of the game. Hands down. We cannot let him escape the pocket, run out, and do stuff with his legs, because was what happened and what kind of led to our demise in the first week. But at the same time, I feel like we are a way more improved team than what we were a week ago, in week 1. So I'll take the Bears. And this is going to be a big test for Caleb, and to prove the media members wrong that, hey, I can beat my division. I can take my division. It's push that narrative away that he can only beat bad teams and stuff like that. And speaking of bad teams, we got Jameis Winston, the guy who eats W's, facing off against the guy who got paid $55 million to throw 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions on primetime. Klaus, who you got?
And the New York Giants had a dead cat bounce here to go ahead and beat Green Bay, because I just don't think Green Bay's all that good. I think they're overhyped, they're overpaid, and under-talented. I think that the defense is pretty good. But yeah, I thought the Giants were feisty. You know what I mean? I thought the Giants were feisty. The other Giants were feisty going into the game. I thought they played 3 great quarters. I do think that defensive line is going to be able to get home on Jordan Love the way that they couldn't get home on Caleb Williams. And I think they're going to cause problems. But I think Brian Burns, man, I'm pleasantly surprised what Darnell Wright was able to do with him. But Giants, man, I am picking the Packers for nothing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got the dude. I was so happy that Russ is not starting, because that was an auto L for the Giants. But Jameis gives him a chance, man. One thing he'll do is he will sling that rock. He might throw some interceptions, but he will sling that rock. Oh,
he says Darius Slayton's down there somewhere. Just yeet it.
I got the Giants, man. I can't pick the Packers like you said, bro.
Nice.
I can't do it, bro. Can't do it.
Yeah, and listen, I am following suit because I think there's a lot of reasons. A, you have the backup quarterback in playing his first game buff. You also have the new interim head coach buff on your side. You're at home. You're playing with nothing to lose at this point. And the Packers are coming off of a loss. And on top of that, they lost their is it their right guard or they're one of their offensive tackles?
Elton Jenkins.
Elton Jenkins, yeah. He is out for the season, I think, with a broken leg or something like that. Obviously prayers up, but like at the same time, like it's gonna be tough for if you're one of your best offensive linemen is not on the squad and you have a good pass rush or like a very underrated pass rush for the New York Giants. So give me the Giants.
Okay, I just want to clear this up. Like the Packers should win this game.
They should.
Yeah.
So,
no, they should not. They should lose this game because they're trash.
No. Like no Bears hate. Like actually, like they should win this game because they're the better team. But I hope they lose. And like I think the Giants are sneaky, but I mean they should lose. They should win this game, but I don't know.
Hey, listen. Ankit, you got to remember back in 2022, there was a certain man from Illinois, from University of Illinois, that came as a backup quarterback for Danny Dimes when he was hurt. And guess what? He single-handedly beat Jordan Love's Packers. And guess who it was? Tommy DeVito.
I wonder like what's gonna happen if like we beat the Giants and then they lose to the Giants the week after. That's
dude, the slander!
So my god!
The slander on the timeline! Oh my god!
We'll see though. We'll see. We gotta do it. We gotta first beat the Vikings,
wood, bro. Please.
You gotta beat the Vikings. You gotta worry about what you gotta worry about. You beat the teams in front of you, but I ain't picking the Packers for nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, but now another. Oh God!
Give me. I'll go first on this one. I think this was a tough one, but I got Cincy. Joe Burrow's coming back. Like no, not this game, but he's coming back.
Yeah,
he's coming back soon. So like the Bengals, I think the mindset of the Bengals is let's survive until Burrow comes back, and we'll have a fighting chance when Joe Burrow comes back. So
but
I'm not saying the. Wait, what's up?
No, like why would listen? I don't get this. Why would Joe Burrow want to come back in the first place? I get he's a competitor. I get it. 100% agree. But Joe Flacco, who is cooking with this offense, can't even do anything to win games because this defense
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something right now, right? Yes, but it's nothing about football. It's just the mindset of the players, man. If you get your star quarterback
is out too, he doesn't even want to play for the sorry franchise.
No, but I'm saying this right now, man. If when Joe Burrow comes back in the building, and he plays, I'm not saying the defense is gonna be elite, but the mindset of the players, this is what I'm assuming. The mindset of the players will be a lot different, and they'll be like, okay, we need to win the games now. We have a star player back. We have our franchise guy back. That's why I'm saying they can win this game because first of all, they already beat them, and second of all, the Steelers I don't think are a crazy team, and they can put up points. The defense has got to get can you force Pittsburgh to punt 3 or 4 times, 3 times? If you can force them to punt 3 or 4 times, you'll win this game. That's literally, honestly, the goal for the Bengals. Force a team to punt 3 or 4 times. It's really hard to ask, but you got to do that because the offense can score, man. That's what the offense can do. They can score.
Dude, I don't know.
They can score.
Man.
I'm telling you, the mindset with your quarterback being Joe Flacco and compared to Joe Burrow is different. I'm not as a player, but I'm just saying as a player, for them, it probably is a different, Jamar Chase and all the, Trey Henderson's going to be back too. So, I don't know. This could be a sneaky one, so I got the Bengals.
Dude, you got to have Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow, Joe Biden, any one of the Joes back there. Your defense is not giving you anything to write home about, dude. I don't know. That's just
all
me.
I gotta say.
That's just me.
All I gotta say, man, is they were last year in a dogfight when Joe Burrow came back, and they were just a Chiefs loss away from being in the playoffs. So I'm telling you, man, that this team knows how to fight this way to get back in. So I'm not losing faith in the Bengals. I think the Bengals can be sneaky, man. I think they can overtake the Steelers in this division if they can get wins here. Because if they win this game, they're gonna have the tiebreaker of the Steelers because they'll be 2-0. I can see them getting 9 wins, man. If Joe Burrow is back healthy, and I think he is gonna be back for the Bills game. So you have to survive, man. That's the goal for them is surviving. Survive.
I guess. All right, Klaus, who do you got?
Give me the Yinzers, the Steelers.
Here's the Steelers.
Also, I can't pick for Aaron Rodgers, man. Screw that guy.
The only time I had to, unfortunately.
And that's just tough. He's not a Packer anymore. But yeah, I'm not. The Bengals are a tough team to pick, Ben. And just in general, I don't know why Joe Burrow would come back. I don't even know why Trey Hendrickson would come back. I think Trey Hendrickson's on his way out anyways too. So Why not just sit this one out and hang out?
Yeah. Hey, listen, get that $30 million check and go to a contender or something like that.
Yep.
Maybe even the Chicago Bears for a little bit cheaper. You never know. You never know. Just put it out there. If you want a winning culture, Trey,
Yeah.
come to the Bears.
right.
But yeah, like I personally think Steelers, we're gonna get their revenge. I think the Bears completely broke the Bengals, especially after that last second
Look at the
heroic.
Jets.
Oh yeah, and after the Jets, dude, I can't imagine. Like, yeah, dude, nah, and especially after
Yeah.
a bye week. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think they're ready, dude. Like, I think Steelers are gonna run through them, especially after a loss like they took in prime time. Yeah, they're gonna run through them. But yeah, Jacksonville Chargers. Who do you got, Klaus?
I'm surprised at where Jacksonville is at this point in the season because it felt like they had everything going in the right direction, and the Chargers are dealing with a lot of injuries though now. But I'm going to take the Chargers. I think they have the better quarterback, better coach, and better skill position. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers too. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are on their way out, man. So
Yeah,
I think
it was a fun
really
run.
broke them, man. Like they had such a big lead against the Texans, and I don't know. I don't think they can come back from that game. So give me the Chargers.
I think Liam Cohen's a fraud.
I liked Liam Cohen. I thought he was going to be good. I just don't understand. Maybe it's the quarterback. I don't know. Like, I can't really blame Liam Cohen necessarily. I think like Trevor's just making poor decisions out there. And also they're out with Travis Hunter is also out too for this season. So
Yeah,
it's not looking too great. Seahawks, Rams, dude.
That's a good game, huh?
Yeah, both
it's a really
division
good
games
game.
back to back weeks.
Wow. I will take. Wow, this is a tough one here. Stafford's playing great. Darnold's playing great. One good defense, one good offense. I think Seattle's a complete team, was what it feels like. I'm gonna take Seattle. I'm
yeah.
gonna take Seattle.
I think Seattle's had a really good. Has been really good this year. My one thing about Seattle is like the Bears, like they haven't really beaten any good teams, in my opinion. So this is a big test for them. But I got the Rams winning this one. They got the MVP in the league, in my opinion, Matthew Stafford this year. Stafford's been amazing. He's putting up Madden numbers, and I think this is a really good. This could really help Stafford's case of being MVP if he wins this game. So, I got the Rams winning this one.
Wait, didn't Seattle face the Lions this year, or am I tripping?
No, they didn't.
Okay, then I'm tripping.
They lost to their losses this year to Baker and the Niners. So
that's who it was. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
completely different teams. But I don't know. I really like both these teams. Both these teams have been like really fun to watch, honestly. Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then Puka Nakua, really fun to watch. And it's also like a return for Cooper Kupp to LA. It'll be fun. I'm taking the Rams though. And Matthew Stafford. I've always liked Stafford, even when he was on the Lions. Like he's a good guy, great guy. I hate how Detroit's treating him, especially after they faced each other in the playoffs. So Stafford will always be someone I respect. So I'm going to take him. But I really do like Darnold a lot. Darnold is cooking this year.
Yep.
But yeah. Cardinals, Niners. Before
go ahead.
sorry, quickly, one thing. I don't know what the 49ers have going on in the locker room, or like what sacrifices they're making to have all these injuries, become like an infirmary and be 6-4, or like have a positive record. Like the injuries that they have, like as a team, are like generational. Like it's insane. And yet Shanahan, despite all the odds, is willing this team to be 6-4 in the NFC. Like that's just me. All right, Klaus, you can go ahead. And
it's wild. I mean, like Mac Jones has been able to actually play some good football, and a good team still. And Arizona is a weird team, right? Like they're gonna trade Kyler Gordon or release him or whatever the hell's going. Kyler Gordon, Kyler Murray, right? That's just a wild place to be. But yeah, I'm gonna pick San Francisco on this one.
Yeah, I got San Francisco too.
I'm gonna be the contrarian. I'm gonna take the Cardinals in this one. Jacoby Brissett.
He doesn't have
Something-
Marvin either in this game.
That's true,
hurt.
but they have Trey McBride instead. I'm calling a Trey McBride legacy game. Legacy game.
Hopefully not, 'cause I'm playing.
Yeah. The toilet bowl, but except for mainly just the Browns. That's all. But this is gonna be an interesting game. Baltimore and the Browns.
I think what's going to happen in this game is the Ravens are going to destroy them, and then it's going to be Shedeur time. This is going to be actually Shedeur time, bro. Like,
I'm ready to see Shedeur play. That's a good point. I'm ready to see Shedeur play.
I feel like Gabriel's so bad, dude. Like, actually get rid of him. Like,
I think that Shedeur dropped because of his pops and not because of him, and maybe because he didn't take interviews seriously and they thought he was just automatically a top 15 guy. But yeah, I want Shedeur play. I mean, why are they not letting him play? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Stefanski just hates him for some reason, I guess.
So crazy. I mean, there must be something else going on with film room or whatever it is. I'm going to pick Baltimore on this one.
Yeah, I also got Baltimore too. I feel like they're on the come up. Their defense is locked in. Lamar's back. Like they're gonna win the division now. That 1-5 was just was a smoke screen. Like,
yeah, that was not a 1-5 team the Bears played.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like I get we were yes, we were like kind of slandering, Tyler Huntley and all that. But like, keep in mind, their defense is way healthier than us, dude. They're playing against Tyler Huntley was like throwing darts against our fifth string cornerback, dude. Like,
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now just checking something. Yeah. Sorry.
Chiefs, Broncos.
No. I was just checking some notification.
Okay. I'm gonna pick. I'm a D1 Bo Nix hater. I'm just a hater on all the quarterbacks that aren't Caleb Williams in his draft class. I'm gonna pick Kansas City.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs easily winning this game. I don't think the Broncos are that good. I think their defense is amazing, but I don't think their offense is good enough to go
Fraud
against the Chiefs.
Fraud alert.
Dude, you know what is such a disservice, and I hate it that they're making a comparison of this, is that they're comparing this Broncos team to the 2018 Chicago Bears, and it just boils my blood because I feel like I get it. Trubisky
I see the comparison.
No, I do. I see the comparison. I understand what you mean. Super elite defense and mediocre offense. But man, I don't like the idea of comparing Bo Nix to Trubisky. Man, Trubisky our guy, dude. Like, it's like
I think I didn't watch Trubisky, bro, but I think Nix is better than Trubisky. And
no. I'm saying like it doesn't feel right. I don't know. Something about it just does not feel right. I don't like this. Like, don't disrespect Maserati Mitch, bro. Like, don't you dare. But anyways, I got the Chiefs. I really hope Mahomes and the Chiefs put Denver in their place. Just because I'm kind of tired of the Bo Nix propaganda that's been going around. So, yeah, Detroit and Philly.
I'm all about the Eagles-Chicago Bears alliance. This is where I'm at. I love the alliance. I think this is a fun thing to be a part of. We have handled the NFC East for the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles are going to handle the NFC North for the Chicago Bears. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles over the Detroit Lions.
Okay. Wait, I'll say your mic is kind of.
My mic is doing it?
Yeah. I don't know if it was just me.
That right now?
Yeah, still doing it.
I got the Eagles winning this, man. I think after this week, the Bears will be number 1 in the North. So I got the Eagles.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, the Eagles Alliance. Listen, the Eagles FC, Bears FC, rise up. Until we face each other on Black Friday, the Lions will stay strong. So I will be picking the Eagles as well. It's only fair and it's only right because they came through for us on Monday. So I'll take it.
It's so much fun, the Alliance. I'm such a fan of it. And I think it's hilarious that it pissed Packers fans off.
Yeah, they got so in
They were so mad yesterday.
Yeah,
And I just like it's something fun. They're like, well, you guys should play them anyways. Yeah, but you don't like we handled the NFC East. The Packers couldn't do it. They couldn't take care of Dallas for them. We handled Dallas for them. And then we shut down. We got we gave Washington the business. And then now let's root for them. Go ahead and beat the NFC North and we'll beat them.
Yeah, and it's so funny too that Commanders fans also were like in their feels about this too. It was like Packers and Commanders fans. I feel like that's the common trend.
Yeah, they're a bunch of babies.
Yeah. All right, the last matchup. Why Goodell? I need to have a word with you. Why are you putting the Raiders on prime time? Like in the big 2025. Why are we having
I don't know. I don't want to cut you off. But I think this is like a trap game, man. I got the Raiders.
For who? Both these teams suck, dude. Like
no, I got the Raiders. I got the Raiders winning this.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay. I don't know. I feel like both these teams can lose. I don't know. Like,
all right, I gotta leave in like 5 minutes. I have like
yeah, we're gonna wrap up soon.
Yeah,
we're wrapping up, but
you're good.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys as well.
But yeah, we've gone through all the pick'ems. Yeah, that concludes this segment of the podcast. As usual, thank you guys again so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you that has been in chat specifically. And, obviously, shout out to Claus for coming through last minute. And, this was a great time talking with you, and especially having you on the pod, and looking forward to having you on sometime soon as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's good banter. If anyone who's still watching and you're watching it, you follow me on Claws Up, Bear Down on TikTok, Twitter, and you on Instagram, and then subscribe on YouTube to Claws Up, Bear Down to lock into all Chicago Bears content.
Yes, sir. His content is really great. Very fun to watch as well. And he goes live as well. So heck yeah, dude. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys again so much for watching Bear Claw. And as always, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right.